the gumbo. You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio.
Welcome to Cajun Sports Radio, special Friday night edition here. We figured we'd do a special edition. We don't ever get to preview the weekend of football. We're going to do that tonight for you. Dad, what's going on?
Hey, my boy, what's going on?
Well, we're doing what we can here. You know, we finished with the work week. We got through it.
Yep. I'm glad we got to get a show in tonight on that old Friday night, you know.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Your idea, you know, and I was completely for it because I love a Friday night show. You know, we can preview we never get to do this. We're gonna preview all of the top 25 games this weekend, the big matchups in college. We're gonna give you all of the NFL games. We're gonna predict them and preview them. Mostly, we're gonna preview Saints Atlanta. All week, experts have been saying that the Saints are the team to knock off Atlanta.
Yep.
The people in Vegas, Dad, are saying this is the game you better watch out for.
I tell you what, I'm all for it. I like the way the media come out there and said all that. You know, we playing home and all, but I'm all for it, Dylan.
I can't wait. I'm excited for that game. We'll have the Saints room lit up for that one.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. That'll be Sunday. We might even, by the way, if you up to it, Dad, we might give a halftime update of that game.
Right. But I'm anxious for it.
Now, we're just gonna go ahead and run through the headlines right quick. Then we'll get back on. I'm just letting y'all know we're gonna be all over the place tonight. No set topics. We're gonna be all over the place. Big topic: LSU, Mississippi State. Mississippi State's lost 2 in a row. LSU coming off of a big loss to Alabama. Is the Tigers going to have problems, Dad, Saturday night?
Oh, it's going to be a good one, LAINE. It's going to be a good game. We can't just say, oh, well, no problem. And you're right. You know, when you come off of a loss, you know, it's
a bad loss.
A big loss. It's hard to prepare the next week. Let me see, LAINE. Where we were camping, right? My boy. Where were we?
I remember this.
So long ago.
I remember this so clearly. We went grocery shopping or something like that in Bunkie.
How do you remember that?
And I remember that game was so unpopular, and I don't know what it was, but somehow or another we didn't think the game was on JP Pilot Sports.
Oh, remember that on JP Pilot Sports?
That was before you had the SEC network. And
How do you remember this? Yo, this is unbelievable. He got a memory that's unreal.
I remember me and you walking in the house.
Unbelievable.
Turning the TV on, and you remember who the quarterback was?
Wasn't it? Hold on. Oh yeah. Russell. No.
It was
between. Dang, I know. Nick Saban was there. And I know that old Henderson caught it. The quarterback. Let me think a second.
I'll give you a hint. I don't remember. I'm about to look it up. All I remember is he was after Rohan Davey.
Yeah. Rohan Davey was a good quarterback. Yeah, that was
He was black. Just a hint. He was a black guy.
I don't know. Like, I got so much ball in my mind. Just give me a second to think about it. Dang, I don't know. I can look it up real quick, but
hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm about to tell you. I don't even know.
See, everybody, I don't understand. LAINE will throw stuff on me, even besides sports. He said, "You remember years ago?" He has a memory that he could just come back. He remembers dates.
Hey.
I don't know how he remembers stuff like that. Okay, go ahead.
See if you remember Marcus Randall. That was the quarterback.
That's who it was.
Marcus Randall. Yep. Marcus Randall. And it's very confusing because who was Russell was after Marcus Randall. Jamarcus Russell.
Very, very confusing. I remember I never forget when they went to rush the field, they were going to take the goalpost, Kentucky.
They thought they had the
game on. I'll never forget
on.
when they dumped that Gatorade on them. Well, yeah. But I just want to let y'all know it's the 10th anniversary. That's all I can tell you.
That's a good note, Dad. And LSU Sport, like I said, back to my story, though. I mean, we clicked the TV on, and not a few plays later, we were like, oh, LSU's going to lose. We weren't football fans. We were football fans back then. We were more Saints.
We were more pro. We were more pro. You remember that?
We still watched LSU, but it's hard to explain, guys. You didn't have all these college games on TV back then. We didn't even think that game was televised. You were lucky to get LSU on TV, Dad, 6-7 times a year, if you were lucky?
Oh, that was a big deal, Dad. To have them on TV.
That was huge. I remember that.
Yeah, because it wasn't like it is today, you know? It's not that we owe or nothing, but it wasn't like that.
No. Now every game's on TV.
Even with the basketball. Boy, that was a big deal to get a basketball game to LSU. Well, it was a big deal. They're playing tonight.
I've seen that.
They're playing tonight. The first game. It ain't on TV, is it?
I think Cox. You might get it on Cox.
Oh no, it's not.
It's not.
Ratings,
not on TV.
No, it's not even around there.
I know the Hornets play tonight. Boy, they look terrible Wednesday night against the 76ers. God, they look bad. But they had their key players out. And like I said, people, we're talking all over the place. It's just we're having fun here tonight. This is a special. We're calling this a Cajun Sports Radio special. This isn't our weekly deal here. Now, let's get into some NFL talk. And this is what I really wanted to talk about. I've been wanting to talk about this with you all week. The whole talk of the town has been Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. That has been the talk of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Johnson came out on the radio and said that Jerry Jones did not interfere with him like that when he was coaching. It was in his contract. Well, then Barry Switzer said that Jimmy Johnson's crazy. Jerry Jones has always been like that, and so on and so on. Well, you had the Sean Payton come up, which this has been all over the place, that Sean Payton is going to Dallas. Well, there was rumors that started that maybe if he went to Dallas, that John Gruden would be interested in going into New Orleans. Now we're hearing that John Gruden has said publicly to people that if Andy Reid gets fired from Philadelphia, he wants to go to Philly. Now, keep in mind, he has roots back to Philly. He's coached in Philadelphia before.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. He was a coordinator there.
Yeah.
Gruden said that if there would be any team that he would like to come out of the booth for, he would go to Philadelphia, which that would be a big job for Gruden there.
Oh, well, if he said it, Lane, and Andy Reid's gone. But anyway. And I'd rather him be over there and have our Sean Payton back, you know.
Oh, definitely.
I'm not going to get into all that because rumors and this and that. The media loves to start something. You know, they love news. They love to.
And that's the thing. Sunday night.
You know.
Here's the thing. Sunday night, we had a big game Sunday night. You know this. We had Dallas and Atlanta. The story of that game should have been how Atlanta came back and won that game and looked like a good football team. But nobody's talking about I have to say this. Nobody is giving that Atlanta credit. This is a good football team, man. Nobody's talking about how good of a team they are. But let me tell you something. Atlanta hasn't proven themselves over the years. That's why nobody's talking about them. They haven't won a playoff game. All this talk, though, you don't think they hear this? This is a scary team. They run the ball. We done went over. We done told y'all what we think of Atlanta.
Yeah. Turner said that the other day. They ain't getting that we're not getting the respect that we need. Mm-hmm. Well, everything's going that way. Mm-hmm. Can the Saints stop them? They playing home. There's gonna have to be a big crowd. They're gonna have to have their A game. Can they stop them? What I've seen is going to be hard.
Well, you look. not to discount that win Monday night, the Eagles still had 500 yards of offense. We just forced turnovers.
What I'm worried about.
Dad?
Yeah, see, remember, I told you that the phone making a noise. I don't know where it come from.
It's fine.
But
it's fine. But here's the thing. We're the type of team this year where the only way that we're going to get lucky is if we make turnovers on defense.
Yep.
We're not going to stop people. We're going against Roddy White, former Alabama receiver. I just went blank. What's that receiver's name, Dad? Jones, Julio Jones. He's an animal. He's a beast.
Yeah, it broke up again. Yeah, Jones. Yeah, go ahead.
Julio Jones. He's an animal.
Oh, he's good.
Michael Turner. Matt Ryan, who right now I'm hearing from writers is the leading candidate for MVP this year.
He just got good people to throw to, but go ahead. I won't go there.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying he's spectacular.
He just got the people to throw to. But, hey, they're getting it done.
Mm-hmm. I would if you gave me a candidate for MVP right now, if you said LAINE, who would you throw out there for MVP? I'm not lying. I would consider giving it to a defensive guy this year. The great defensive, performances we've been having from guys like J.J. Watt from Houston, Ryan Matthews for Green Bay.
Yep.
Peanut Tillman.
But they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that.
Charles Peanut Tillman, who played his college ball right here at ULL, who's having a hell of a year. Which, by the way, they have a huge matchup this Sunday night against the Texans. And guess what? He has a kid on the way. This has been a story all week. And he's saying that the baby's due Monday. But if that baby comes Sunday, he hates to tell the fans this, but he won't be at the game. And a lot of fans criticize him for that.
Oh, yeah. That's for the Bears?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they already said it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be there. They okayed it. That's what I heard today. They okayed it.
Well, it wasn't. He wasn't asking them permission. He was telling them, look.
Oh, okay. So I caught the end of it there.
Well, he's saying now, which I'm probably spending too much time on this. We're going to go on from this. Yeah. He's saying that it's going to be due Monday, but I don't know how all that works. Whatever.
Yeah, this season, NFL rookies as good as any group. Let's give it to the rookies, LAINE.
Yes, I agree.
This year has been unbelievable.
It's been fun to watch.
I just wanted to go back. I just wanted to tell you, but I will go back to that. I'm not trying to cut in front of you, but that old college football this weekend.
Mm-hmm. We have a slate of games. We got a game tonight. It's not a sexy matchup at all tonight. UConn and I can't even tell you who UConn's playing right now, right offhand. Pitt, maybe? I don't know. Who cares?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight going to be UConn
and Pitt
and Pittsburgh. Yep.
Yeah, I was right. Okay.
I just seen it on the paper.
That's about the nasty. In fact, I'll probably watch basketball more than I watch football tonight. That's a nasty matchup.
Yeah.
We had a big Thursday night game, which Andrew Luck made some throws in that game that made me. He looks better right now than he did at Stanford. That's how good he's throwing the ball, man.
Unbelievable, man.
I tell you how much I think of Andrew Luck, and I'm probably going to piss off a lot of Saints fans.
Well, you believe in him, yeah.
If they said right now, even trade Drew Brees for Andrew Luck, I swear in a heartbeat I would do it.
Huh?
Dad, I know this is stupid. I know a lot of people aren't going to like this. He's young and he's hot. Maybe I'm putting too much hype into him. All I'm saying is the guy comes from a good football family. We've been knowing how good this guy is for years. Peyton Manning, when he showed up at Peyton and Eli's camp, Peyton was so impressed with him. He said it was one of the best players that he's ever seen. Dad, let me tell you how good he was in Peyton and Eli's football camp, which you know about, takes place in Louisiana every year.
Yeah.
Within a day or so of him being a participant in that camp, Peyton turned him in to a coach. He said, "Oh, you're too good to be you need to be a teacher. You too high up the level for us to let you be part of the school. We're gonna let you teach." So I like him, Dad.
But now you see why the Colts did what they did. Now we see it now.
Yeah.
You know, when they got rid of, I'm like, oh, I can't believe they're doing this. But they knew, they knew how good luck was.
They knew what they were getting. And it couldn't have worked any better for the Colts. It really couldn't have worked out any better for the Colts. It really couldn't have.
Perfect.
And then Peyton Manning, it's working out good for everybody because Peyton Manning has got Denver playing good, you know. So it worked out good for everybody if you think about it.
Yeah, but them ain't going for.
I don't know. You know, it depends. Who else in the AFC? The only other team that I like in the AFC is Houston. I don't like anybody else in the AFC. I really don't. I like Houston and Denver.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
But I don't like the Patriots. I don't see them going. I just don't see any talent in that team. I don't think Baltimore is going to go far. Something's not right about that Baltimore team. I don't know.
No, they ain't going far. Nah.
So.
Nope.
We'll see. But you gave me a good idea. How about we take a break and we talk some college football? How does that sound?
That'll work, LAINE.
All right. Hold on here real quick. Let me cue the. Boy, I'm locking up on this deal.
Well, it's just the phone. I hope it's clear on y'all end.
Yeah,
it just keeps making
clear.
noises on my end.
Yeah, you clear on your end. But
okay, well that's good.
As soon as we come back, we will preview the LSU Mississippi State game as well as all the other college football games that take place tomorrow. You're listening to the #1 father and son sports show, Cajun Sports Radio.
Smell the gumbo? You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio.
Welcome back to Cajun Sports Radio, special Friday night edition. We don't do this often. And we're about to preview some college football, Dad. What you think of that?
Good deal, LAINE. It's going to be a big weekend in the college football section here.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Very excited. LSU has a big one tomorrow night at 6, right, Dad? 6 o'clock game tomorrow night, huh?
6 o'clock game, Tiger Stadium. They did pick up that big commitment yesterday.
Oh, they did?
Greg Gilmore, they got him. That was
huge.
Huge. They picked him up.
How about old John? What's his name? The new basketball coach?
No, Johnny Jones?
That guy, I listened to the radio the other day, and they said he is dominating with recruits right now. The recruits that he's bringing in.
Yep.
That's very exciting.
They got an article today I seen. It's press, in the press, and they talking about the people he picked up. I'm impressed. He picked up a big guy from Texas. You need recruiting.
That's the whole thing.
What's his name? Last year, 2 years ago, we went to the game. The coach there.
I can't think of his name. God dang it, Johnson.
I don't know. He just couldn't. He just couldn't recruit. I'll think in a second.
He literally. I know his last name was Johnson.
Yeah.
I know one thing. He sunk the program, and there was nobody. To me, when I knew that the program was bad off was when me and you went to the SEC championship tournament, and it was in New Orleans, and there was no lie. You could count the LSU fans that were in the New Orleans arena on two hands, and we were
even on TV.
We were on TV with Elvis.
So some guy got us before the game.
The Elvis that you see, the Elvis that you see in the front row of the football games, we were on ESPNU with him.
Yeah. It felt like a needle in a haystack. It's like everybody from Kentucky was laughing at us. We told y'all that. They were laughing and said, there ain't nobody here. We had each a jersey on. But guess what? We got to go see the game just like the rest. And it was during a work week. We did just like the rest on a Friday. Went over there with no tickets. No tickets. But guess what? We did just like the rest of these people. They go do it. We went do it. It was nice.
We bought that day of work and everything, bull.
That's right. That's right. You know. and we got to see the game and all, just like the next man.
Just like then we showed up with no tickets.
Showed up with no tickets. We got worried, too, because there's nothing but blue and nothing but Kentucky people. And at the end, we found a ticket. Boy, that was lucky, huh?
And then the woman tells us here that there's a construction or something in front of y'all. We didn't know what she was talking about.
That was a post. The only tickets we got left, the post might bother y'all. We were right there with the post. And we had a brain eater on each side of us from Kentucky. That was killing me.
He drank all day from the time he got up, from the time he went to bed, he drank.
And boy, we paid for them tickets, yeah.
I know it.
It was fun to watch. And we have seen, 3-4 games?
Yeah,
we got to see that guy from Kentucky, the number 1 draft pick.
Who now plays for the Hornets. Yeah, that was a fun. And anywhere you sit in the New Orleans arena, you could see. I mean,
oh yeah. If you move from the post, one post. There's one post in the arena. I done took LAINE there years ago. We went and watched the wrestling.
And the Hornets.
We were prepared. Remember that?
I do.
One post, and Yodi was sitting right there by the post.
Right in front of it.
Right in front of it.
And you remember one of the other LSU fans, and one of the other few, he was sitting in front of us, and then all he'd do was holler and whistle the whole game.
Yeah, we finally found another fan to help us out. But boy, we had a great time. We got to go see the SC, and I'll do it again this year. You know.
Oh yeah.
It was just fun. But anyway, going back to football.
Okay. Big game of the week this weekend. By the way, game day is going to be from a vote in San Diego. They're doing game day because they're doing that whole Army thing this week, ESPN.
That's right. I heard that.
You got the college basketball games being played on a boat again. Game day is going to be broadcasting from a boat or a ship, whatever you talk about.
It's funny how they did that. It showed you last year how they put that course together. That is unbelievable.
It's crazy. It really. Remember Obama was in the front row. A&M, Alabama, 2:30 CBS. Can Johnny Football take down Alabama, Dad?
No.
Will it be close?
LAINE, I don't believe. No, Alabama rolling. They done. They going all the way. It's just, they come off of a huge win.
And that's the thing, though. They're coming off of a big emotional win. Now's the time for somebody like a Johnny Football or Johnny Manziel to take advantage of them.
Yeah, but you got someone that's coaching Alabama. His name is Nick Saban. That won't happen.
That won't happen.
No, that won't happen. Man, they got people on the bench that can step up and beat Texas A&M.
By the way,
Alabama's too strong, y'all. They strong.
Spread in this game, Alabama 13.5. That is your spread.
Wow.
I don't know about this one. As far as Alabama's going to win, but I think that could be something at A&M. But that's one thing I will never do, and I've said this at the beginning of the year. I will never ever bet against Nick Saban. When you think that he won't cover a spread, he'll cover it. He'll find a way to cover it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ever bet against Nick Saban.
Yeah, I will. No, but he did give LSU credit, y'all. And I read that he messed up when he went to talk about the Alabama Texas A&M game. This was huge. I read this yesterday. He said, "Yeah, we're going to be playing home in Tiger Stadium." No one caught it. He messed up the article and said Tiger Stadium.
Wow.
Yeah. He messed up the article and said we're going to be playing home in Tiger Stadium, and he never caught himself.
Did you see him say that live, or maybe you think the writer messed up and put Tiger Stadium?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I read it in the Town Talk.
That could have been a writer's mess up.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. I read it. I didn't hear it, LAINE. I did not hear this. I read it. You know me. I read.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know.
I know.
But, I don't know. And that's what everybody was laughing at because that's funny. ESPN ain't showing that and all that, huh? It's true. You're right.
No, yeah, they'd be all over that.
You know, said something about, Tiger. He said we'll be playing this and that and whatever. And he messed up and said Tiger Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
There ain't no telling with him.
That's just one of them deals that happen, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's a game that you're going to get tomorrow. It'll be on your local stations here in Louisiana. UL Lafayette gets to travel to Florida. This will be telecasted on the SEC network. Can UL give Florida a run for their money, Dan?
Yeah. If it be Tech, I'd say something different. UL, the first quarter, the first half.
Yeah, they'll stick with them at the beginning. I agree.
Oh, yeah. Now, if it be, you're hearing this from Cajun Sports right here. The crowd noise of the largest attendance in Tiger Stadium was 93,374 people. Mm-hmm. May have left an impression on Alabama coach Nick Saban. During his weekly news conference Monday, he referred to the Crimson Tide's home stadium, but he did not say Bryant-Denny. We are looking forward to being at home in Tiger Stadium, Saban said, and did not correct himself. I'm just reading what I'm reading.
Wow, so he did say it, huh?
Yeah, I'm reading it. He didn't catch himself, but we'll go on YouTube and try to find this. Mm-hmm. Okay, I just want to let you know that.
Good job, Dan.
You're welcome.
By the way, Florida favored in this game by 27 points. That is your spread now.
27.
27 points. Yep, 27.
And they're playing in Florida?
They're playing in the swamp.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen. Oh, yeah, okay.
They'll cover that.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I don't know why
not, it'd be close.
That. Yeah, the small schools won't have Florida over there. I don't know why I even said that. The small schools go to the big schools.
Right.
Probably make about 400,000.
Every now and then, like years ago, LSU did go to UL. Every now and then you'll see it. But the smaller schools don't get anything out of that, though, because they don't nearly get the money that they get when they go, to the big teams.
That's why they go over there. That's why they go to Tech, and Tech beats them.
Right.
Yeah.
Oregon State, who's been hot, I mean, they do have a loss, takes on Stanford. Not really too much. I like Oregon State in this game. I think Stanford's overrated. We'll get to see what both these teams are about this weekend. Really and truly, Louisiana Tech, they take on Texas State in a big WAC game. Tech is still undefeated inside the WAC, Dad. This would be a big win for them.
Well, they got them 33-10.
That's the preview of it?
Yep. Louisiana Tech is good, y'all. Mm-hmm. Louisiana Tech is good.
I mean, look what they did. They're ranked 20th in the country.
Yep.
Look how well they stayed with Texas A&M. They were right there with them. They almost won that game.
Yep.
That was
a shootout, huh?
A&M is a good
how many points together? It was over. It was crazy.
Over 100.
It was crazy.
And you know what's interesting, Pop, is A&M is a good football team. They're a very good football team. We'll see. And how crazy would that be if A&M finds a way to beat Alabama? It would help out Tech. You know that. It would be a very big help for Tech.
Yeah,
it would help. I'm telling you, here's my cue on this. Alabama had a bad emotional win last week that they should have lost. Let's face it, Alabama should have lost Saturday night. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
They should have lost that game Saturday. We did. In a football sense, we outplayed the Crimson Tide. And, they won at the end in the last minutes. Emotional. You had the quarterback crying. Saban was proud. All I'm saying is if they might have peaked Saturday night. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they're going to blow it. All I'm saying is you might want to tune in to CBS at 2:30 tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
That's going to be a good game, right?
That's all I'm saying is, let's see what you're about, Mr. Football, Mr. Manziel, and see what you can do with this defense.
They do play at Alabama?
It is in Alabama. It's in Alabama.
They do play at Alabama?
They play in Alabama.
Okay.
And no, Forrest Gump will not be running the kickoffs back, but I was watching it a while ago, so I said that. But, yeah, they do get pretty loud.
You're going to see something. Alabama going to regroup because what they did last weekend, Saban stayed on them all week. They're going to regroup. Alabama's coming back, believe me. It ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be a blowout.
And I hope not, but, yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, yeah. Alabama rolling, Bull.
They ain't going to look back either. And then, of course, the game that matters the most to us. Number 21, Mississippi State travels to number 7, LSU. ESPN, 6 o'clock kickoff. Can the Tigers find a way to put Alabama in their rearview mirror and say, hey, the game's over with. We're not going to let y'all beat us twice. You're not going to, that bad, because that's another thing for LSU. That bad loss could hurt them emotionally. That could have hurt them to where they feel like they have no confidence. They got knocked out of the national championship last week,
Oh, definitely, Lane. Thank God we're playing home. If we would be going to Mississippi State, we'd be in a bind tomorrow night. Thank God that we're playing them home. The crowd's still, you know what I mean? They're going to be packed just like the Knicks, man. They're going to pack it and everything. But let me tell you something. Mississippi State ain't going to lay down on them, though. They got to play some football.
Yep. Oh, no, Mississippi State's coming to play. They've had two back.
They coming to play because they say, they can be beat.
Well, you look at
it's SEC. Anything can happen.
You look at where State was 2 weeks ago. They were undefeated. Everybody was saying, how good is this football team? They get blown off the field by Alabama, and then the next week they get blown off the field by Texas A&M.
Well, they have 2 bad losses. They're ready to play some football.
They're mad. They all LSU and tell you what, and you're right. If that would be in State, they'd have the cowbells going. They would be pumped up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We get this at home. I think we will win the game, but don't be surprised if it ain't one of them sloppy LSU games. Don't be surprised and don't be surprised if Mettenberger comes off his high from last week too.
Okay, because they expected a they expected him to throw over 300 yards.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you what I read. They expected him to just, he had one good game. They expected him to just throw it out the park tomorrow night.
And that's the problem. Now the expectations are back high again. They were low for the Alabama game.
Right.
And then bringing them back up. I'm not a big fan of that, Dad.
Well, they expecting. Some people say almost 400 yards. He'll throw tomorrow night.
Wow.
He'll sit back and throw the ball. I'm telling you what I read. They shouldn't give him that much credit. He did good the second half of the game.
Let's be honest.
They didn't think that he was going to pass it.
Let's be honest. And I think you cleared this up, and I thought about this when I re-listened to the show this week. Really and truly, and I'm not discounting his throws, he made about 5 big throws. Really, we ran the ball, Saturday night and played defense. He didn't. You know what I mean? I'm not saying.
Well, he
maybe
did
we
throw
crowned
for 298 yards. I got to give him that.
I mean, I say 5 throws. When I say 5 throws, I'm saying he made 5 big throws.
Yeah, he completed 24 out of 35.
That's good stats. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is maybe, and I was one of them. Maybe I crowned his ass too early. Maybe I crowned him way too early. I don't know. I know everybody's excited about Mr. Zach Mettenberger. And it's always next year. Next year. It's always, what are we going to have? We're going to be in the national championship next year. Because that's what everybody said, in the off season, Dad, was, now, we lost the national championship to Alabama because we didn't have a quarterback. But guess what? We have one now. we never thought about that this kid had no experience when you think about it. He had none when it came to the SEC. You know what I mean? We didn't think about none of that. And we crowned him, Dad, and I was one of them that did it before the season started.
Well, I know you're trying to get me going here, but I'm telling you, everybody said, "Oh, well, he's so happy he threw." I told y'all that the other night. He's supposed to do that, okay? Mm-hmm. He's supposed to do that. If not, go somewhere else. You got Johnny Football from Texas A&M that could do it. Mm-hmm. With LSU, you're supposed to do it.
Exactly. You know, you're a big school.
You're supposed to do it. You know, he finally got a good game. Everybody's so excited. All Nick Saban did, he knew the guy couldn't throw the ball, so he just stayed back.
Well, he stacked the box.
All he's going to do is get on him now.
He stacked the box and made us throw it. He made us throw the ball. Mm-hmm.
You know, because he ain't threw it all year.
And I said that he was going to do that. You remember I said Saban's going to make us throw the ball. He's going to stack it, which was no secret. I'm not trying to say I'm trying to get credit. I'm just saying.
And I'm so happy for Mettenberger. You know, I'm so happy for him. Mm-hmm. You know? But, God dang, let's not put a crown on his head because he threw a few passes.
And, boy, I bet you he's cocky all over the campus.
Well, you're going to see tomorrow night all this cockiness. They're going to stop that. I'm telling you right now.
And it was so funny. You know? We both said it at the same time, and I was thinking it, and you said it before. If he finds a way to win that game Saturday night, and this was before, this is when they were up, he was Saturday night, man, it don't matter what girl it was on Tiger Stadium, he could have got her. It wouldn't have mattered who the girl was Saturday night. He could have picked that girl up Saturday night. It wouldn't have mattered. And you know what? Who knows?
He didn't close the deal. He knew it. Yeah, he blew it.
He did. You know, we didn't win the game. But that's what it. And I'm tired of hearing. Well, how can you say he's supposed to do this? He's not getting paid. Do you realize what it costs? What his schooling is being cost that LSU is paying for? What it costs to house him? They get an allowance. They get to eat for free. So I'm so tired of hearing that college players play for free. They're getting a
there's more to it underneath your table that no one knows.
It's not even
I won't even start going there.
Well, no, say if they're not getting money under the table. Just think about it, Dad. Do you know how much a college degree costs for what these guys are going for? That's not, that's just not for free. They are getting a free degree. You don't remember when we were at the
LSU game, the guy that was sitting down right there by us last year told us that the kid, I ain't going to mention the name, worked for him during the summer just to put him in an office, and they were paying him half the time he wouldn't show up. He was working, though.
He was a booster.
Yeah, he was on a job.
Mm-hmm. He's on a payroll,
but the critics right now, hate to say it, quarterback advantage, Mississippi State.
Yeah, he's looked good. He has looked good. I'm gonna pull up his name here. He looked good in the first half of his name's Beckham. Not Beckham, Hill. Beckham's our receiver.
Right. The quarterback?
Yeah, his name's Hill.
Okay.
All right, let's look at Zach Mettenberger's. Not talking about picks. 136 out of 233, and he has 1,700 passing yards, 8 touchdowns.
Russell's not the quarterback for Mississippi State?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hill's their running back. Russell is the quarterback. You're right.
Okay, I remember hearing Russell.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I was looking
I don't know his first name, but I remember hearing Russell.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. He has 2,000 passing yards, 16 touchdowns.
Wow.
He has double the touchdowns that Mr. Hollywood Zach Mettenberger has. So, Zach,
it's going to be interesting.
I'm excited.
And I think the crowd's going to be fired up. We wish we could be there tomorrow night, y'all, but we won't. We'll be watching it, me and LAINE, but we won't be there. We're going to have some updates every once in a while on the game. Mm-hmm. But they talking about, LAINE, let's be serious now. They talking about if we went out, we're looking at the Sugar Bowl.
Oh, hold on. We need some stuff to happen for that to happen.
Well, yeah, because they want LSU in there somewhere. Because the crowd's going to follow them.
Well, here's the problem.
There's money.
Well, there's
crowd
rules.
Spends that money.
Well, that's all great and everything, but there's rules. One, there are rules. Florida won. Florida brings money too, by the way. They bring money as well. So does Georgia.
Yeah.
You would need Georgia to lose to Alabama in the SEC championship.
And that can't happen. Georgia could beat Alabama.
No, you need them to lose to Alabama. Because if Alabama...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because if Alabama would lose, they would end up going to this. Something would happen.
Yeah. It's just crazy. It's hard to keep up with that.
Well, and you need Florida to lose. Because remember, Florida only has one loss, and they beat us. So
right.
we would need basically Georgia and Florida to both lose. Georgia, that's going to happen. But Florida, you got to look. Florida losing isn't... Now, they do play Florida State later in the year. Florida State's a top 10 team. So
that's right.
That's going to be a sexy matchup.
Yep.
It's going to be a sexy matchup late in the year, which we already are late in the year. I don't know.
We still got a little bit of football left here. Well, everybody's just counting it all out. LSU's still in the running. Not for the national championship, y'all. That won't happen.
But really,
I could have told y'all that at the beginning of the year when I seen Mettenberg play. I knew that wasn't going to be national championship, y'all.
You said multiple times before the Florida loss, you said LAINE, LSU is not going to the national championship. You told me that multiple times. You said that after week 1 against North Texas. You said
it. We lucky we pulled that Texas A&M game out. You know, we are lucky.
We're lucky we beat Auburn, and Auburn is by far the worst team in the SEC.
How do you have a game in your hands? I feel so sorry for these kids. Alabama game they played so hard. Again, LAINE, you're right. They coming off of a major
emotional loss.
Had the game, and they're going to lose it.
You know, there was some crying in that LSU locker room.
Yeah,
because they won at Alabama.
I feel so sorry for these kids. Now, can they pump themselves back up? Who knows, LAINE? They might be emotionally let down, like you said. This is huge, man.
And my thing is they're let down because they know basically their championship season's over with. They can't win the SEC.
You're right, LAINE. You just hit the nail on the head.
They no longer can
They're not playing for the national championship no more.
Not just that. They can't even play for the SEC title anymore. So it's like it's over with, you know. And
let's blame coaching on that, y'all.
That's why I know
coaching.
Oh, that's exactly right. And, you know, because we both said this, and I'll repeat it. We outplayed Alabama on the field, but you know where we didn't outplay them? In the coaching box. We got outcoached.
I want to take a pay cut off of this.
That's funny.
Well, you got guys, you got bosses at work that talk about this, and they pump money in this alumni stuff, and they even say that they were at the game again. You know what I mean? You need to stop and think. Everybody say, "Oh well, this and that." LAINE, they pump big money in this.
But you know what's funny about these bosses, about these people who always talk about pay cut? They always want the other man to take a pay cut. It never involves them taking a pay cut. You ever notice that? It's always the next man. It's always he needs to take a pay cut. But you don't see any of these bosses ever volunteering to take pay cuts. I'm not saying Miles shouldn't take a pay cut. Just like that big
deal. Yeah, I'm changing the subject. I didn't want to talk about the election. Obama, okay, glad, whatever. Congratulations, whatever. I ain't going there. He won. Remember that guy that said, if Obama wins, we will lay off people. Guess what? He gave them all a raise.
You kidding?
I swear to God, he gave them all a raise. They were so worried. He gave them a raise. It was bull crap. He just said that. Now the media is wide open. It was on yesterday's paper. He did not lay off. He gave him a raise. Sure, they're making money. Everybody tells you every year we didn't make no money. I've been hearing that for years. Not making no money. Don't matter if you're in the oil field. Don't matter if you're in construction. Don't matter where you work. They always say we had a bad year. But they're going and blowing, Bo. Thrown away with both hands.
And that's the thing, these bosses, I work for a national company, and these bosses are always going to make their money. Even if the company goes down, they're still going to make their money somehow, Dad.
But anyway, let's change the subject. I'm getting mad.
And that's what we all want to hear, Dad. We want to see Yodi get fired up. But this is, I tell you what, LSU, you lose this game Saturday. You want Miles? You want people to call for Miles?
Independence Bowl over there in Freeport. I'm picking.
You want to see?
Well,
you want to see Miles? Yeah.
The season's not over with.
And here's the thing: you want to see Miles get talked about for getting fired? Let him lose Saturday. I tell you what, let him lose Saturday. People are gonna want his job come Monday morning. You think Bart and them on the radio gonna have him come Monday afternoon?
Oh, if he loses that game tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
How much of that game is a must? Is that a must win tomorrow night, Dad?
I guess so.
It's a must win. I think it really is. Yeah, being at home like that after losing to Alabama.
Well, sure. They lose that game tomorrow night. Oh, then you're gonna have the big wheels saying, what's going on here,
Mm-hmm.
They got to win that game, but I'm scared because you're right. They're coming off of a huge letdown loss that they know. They know how they lost that game.
Mm-hmm.
They all talk in the locker room. Yeah, don't fool yourself. They know how they lost that game.
Hey, quick question. You keep up with this more than me. Did you get to read what Miles said on the LSU show Wednesday night? I didn't get to listen to it. Did he say anything interesting Wednesday night or not really?
He's just upset about how they lost it, but they're going to keep their heads up.
Basic
and
bullshit.
Go with it.
Basically.
Good teams lose, he said. Good teams lose. He's just not.
He never said
more worried about it.
But I guarantee
to see it.
I guarantee you, he got questions from the crowd about that fake field goal, and I guarantee you, he answered it with something like, "Well, we're always going to be aggressive. We thought maybe we had a good look," or something crazy like that.
We practiced it all week. All week we practiced it.
Yep, just like that.
That's what he said. We practiced it all week. Well,
good job, Dad.
If you practice it all week, now, after a while they got to start questioning this fella. They were on him. Well, who called the defense at the end? Well, he knew how to get out of that. Yeah. Well, we all worked together and all this. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I don't know no more. He's gonna be there next year. He got wins, and we're just gonna let it,
And that's why, in a way, watch what'll happen. LSU, they'll get lucky. Something will happen where they end up in the Sugar Bowl, and everybody will be happy. The school will be happy. Everything like that.
They'll shine, sure, and he'll pull it out. He'll pull it out. I've never seen someone that lucky in my life.
They call him the Hat for a reason.
Yeah, well, he just.
Go ahead right now. From the beginning, neither one of us have been Les Miles guys. Let's just go ahead and say it.
He's overrated. He paid too much. He don't know how to manage a clock. He don't know how to coach. He just gets lucky. He's digging. He's digging his ear. He thinks that's all funny. That ain't funny.
And it's not always here. It's just a game. Let me tell you something, people.
Shit.
When you're getting paid millions of dollars to do something, it's not just a game anymore. It's not just a game. When you get paid to do it, Dad, it's your job. It's not just a game. That's your job, man.
Tell him what Bobby Edbar said, Lane. Bobby Edbar. He unloaded on him. You hear me?
Bobby Hebert on Colin Cowherd's show on ESPN Radio completely
what time of day it is, that's why.
Put the artillery on Les Miles. I mean, it got so bad that he blew up on Colin because Colin tried to defend Les and he wasn't having it. Mm-hmm. He basically said that this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He has not liked this guy. Basically, let me tell you what happened with Bobby and Les. Remember after the national championship when they lost? Bobby questioned Les in the media because Bobby was part of the people asking the questions, and him and Bobby kind of got into it then, if you remember right.
Oh yeah, Sure, because Bobby knows what time of day it is. He'll tell you like it is.
I didn't tell you this, by the way, and this is not a confirmed rumor. Supposedly, something happened with T-Bob. Now, hold on. Don't say that this is not confirmed. You know how many rumors we hear out of LSU? Supposedly, when T-Bob, you remember how hot of a name T-Bob was?
Oh, yeah, that's his son now.
T-Bob was a hot commodity, but he played his football, his high school ball, in Georgia. Because, he thought about playing ball over there. He got axed by LSU. Well, who does Miles go to first before trying to recruit T-Bob? Who do you think? He goes to Bobby.
Really?
He goes straight to Bobby. Which I can believe that. Think about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bobby's works for WWL. He's known around the state. And I don't know if there were things promised. I don't know if Bobby was in the organization. I'm sure he was at dinners and all that because his daddies and all do go to dinners and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you know that T-Bob tells him things that happen in the locker room because Bobby has said too many things, Dad. Too many things about Les that it seems like he knows that are underground. That T-Bob.
How would anyone else know all this?
T-Bob is definitely telling Bobby things that happen, and Bobby's not being quiet about it.
Yeah.
Bobby clearly said the other day, this guy isn't a coach. He's done so many the same things we said. He does so many suspect things, but people still at the end of the year, he has a good finish. He's a good coach. Basically, let's say it like it is. The guy inherited a gold mine. LSU has been hot. Let's talk about how did LSU get hot, Dad? How did LSU's name get to where it's at? I hate to get into all
Nick
this.
Nick Saban's the one that brought LSU on the map, y'all.
And, people like to dog on Nick. Oh, Nick.
Am I right or wrong?
You're completely right. And people like to dog on Nick and say, oh, you went to Alabama, this and that. We would not be where we were at if it wouldn't be for Nick. Look at where we were at before Nick got to LSU.
Guerrero, whatever.
Mm-hmm. And I know this is the old same routine, Nick versus Miles, whatever, but
ain't no comparison.
All I'm saying is there's been too many questionable things with Miles. We have so much talent on the field, and I think a big problem with him is who he hires for his coordinators. I think that's a problem that I don't like with him either. I don't like his staff. I'm not a fan of his coaching staff at all.
Yep. You're right. I know Ma would keep putting it on them and this and that, but we're not the only one. And everybody makes mistakes and all, but we're not the only one. But guess what? He's there. He's going to be there. I wish he would have went to Michigan 3 years ago. Whenever they said he wanted to go, man. Go.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, go. But it didn't happen. Somebody like that's going to stay right there and just stay right there and stay right there.
And what's going to happen? When it's all said and done, he'll get awards for being one of the best coaches that ever failed.
Yeah, well, that's if, we don't drop no money in this program. We don't have it to drop it.
No,
if y'all happy for him, let him stay.
No. Bring that back. We all drop money into LSU.
Oh, yeah.
We get taxed for things that get put in that program. When you watch that TV, I don't care if when you buy that merchandise, you have the right. Because you don't realize, even if you're a fan, let me tell you, I want to clear this up with people. If you're a fan who watches I don't care if it's a Saints or LSU game, Dad, if you're watching it on TV every week, you're contributing to that team. If nobody's watching, right now there's a big story that Dallas, their TV ratings are down 18%. And people are going, Jerry Jones is going nuts because he's losing millions.
Really? He's losing that money, you see?
You don't think that TV ratings make that big of a difference, but they do when it comes to football.
They do. Yeah, I know all that. I didn't mean to say it like that, but and look, I guess we'll go to something else, but they starting to get the pressure again. If they lose tomorrow night, well, I don't know.
I tell you one thing. What they're going to do. Be prepared to hear some less Miles crucified. And that's the thing. We have dogged on this guy even when he's won games. So we're not just saying that because he lost Saturday. We're not the type of people who have given him credit when he's won big games. We have questioned the things that he's done. Let's face it. One of the worst things that he's ever done was not putting Jarrett Lee in that football game in the national championship. Giving up on Jarrett Lee. He gave up on Jarrett Lee when Jarrett Lee got the team where they were at. And that was, to me, one of the most questionable things that he did, in my opinion. You look at that. You look at, like Dad said, remember he was winning games where he was getting big plays, but he didn't realize that the game was almost over. I mean, things like that, clock management issues, and remember that debacle in Tennessee where we got lucky and pulled that win out of our ass. But that debacle in Tennessee, it's just been things that have happened with Les. And Les, I understand you're known for doing fake things, but let me tell you something. Saban was looking for you to do a fake field goal, and you should have seen that. Saban, he was looking for that. He seen it coming. And I don't know, but
right now, Nick Saban could walk in there and say, I want to go back to LSU. They would harm so fast that make it,
Do you think,
there's no
really?
comparison. None.
Do you really think, no, honestly, all jokes aside, do you think if Saban said, LSU, I want to come back, do you think people would endorse him, or do you think they would take Miles' side? Honestly.
Do what now, Lane? It broke completely up. I don't know what happened. The phone broke up. What happened now?
If Saban said today, hey, I want to go back to LSU, I'll go back right away. Do you think the fans, and here's the thing, would LSU and the fans say, no, we want to keep Miles? Or would they welcome back Nick in the Tiger City?
Oh, take him back. I guess. Sure, they take him back. And give him $5 million, $6 million a year. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pay him what he wants.
Oh, yeah. Lane, there's no comparison. No comparison at all. In fact, everybody was shocked. It was a close game Saturday night.
Well, including us, we thought it was going to get ugly after half. We both did. We thought it was going to get ugly.
Oh, yeah. And again, I'm not putting everybody down on all this. We just going with stats or whatever. They should have won that game. They blew it. It was coaching. Done.
Bottom line,
if Mississippi State goes to play ball, they're going to beat them. Cut and dry.
And if they lose, get ready to hear Les Miles crucifying. Don't get mad when we dog on you, Les Miles. By the way, LSU favored by 5.5 currently right now. And LSU has not.
That would be 30 for him. If they would lose that game, oh my God.
And if you're betting, that's not. He'll win it. This is a game that he has to win. He's gonna win.
Oh yeah, he'll shine and he'll do this and that, and they'll say next year we'll go to the national championship. Guess what? And next year stuff's getting old.
It is.
And when you do get to the national championship, you can't do nothing. So,
And that's the thing. We had such a prominent hope for this season. And basically from game one, things were questionable on this team. Even when we were winning games, people were questioning this team.
It took me one game to watch them and told you they wasn't going to the national championship. I know football. Watched them. I said, there's no way they're going to the national championship. Come on.
Oh, by the way, LSU, I was wrong. Remember I said 5 points? Guess how many points LSU was favored in this game? 15.5.
How much?
15.5 points.
Well,
people
Jeremy, go to you. Start running right now and keep running. That's the only way that's going to happen.
If you have a bookie on hand that you can call him right away, you load up on Mississippi State and you do it quick. Because let me tell you something. LSU has not covered that. LSU don't cover spreads.
I know.
You go. I tell you what. We have somebody that we know who has interest in LSU, who likes LSU, but he bets against LSU because he knows they're not going to cover. And I think this is the same. It would be a good bet to bet against Mississippi State.
That's crazy.
But
there's no way.
15.5 points. Remember against Auburn, they were favored by like 40 points, and they couldn't get the job done. But
anyway, that's wow.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I'm shocked on that.
Crazy, and like I said, if you have a bookie or something that you can get to right away, you better go and talk to him. But I'm going to cue the background music because guess what? We're going to take a break here and we're going to preview the NFL that takes place on Sunday, as well as that Saints Atlanta Falcons game that takes place at 12 o'clock Sunday afternoon. You're listening to the number one father and son sports show in the country. What's the name of this show, Dad?
Cajun Sports.
Sports Radio. And that's exactly what you're getting here. Cajun Sports Radio. We thank y'all for all the listens. We'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere.
Well, if I switch phones, I gotta have the other line. I can't walk around.
Oh.
Smell the gumbo. You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio, hosted by
Welcome back to Cajun Sports Radio. This is our third and final segment. We're excited for this. It's the sport that we love, the NFL. The sport that is Okay, here's the thing. I get these people who say they supposedly rather college football because they, quote, try harder. I find that bogus, but whatever. We've gotten some good football on the NFL side. Besides the Saints, terrible record. You're getting. Let me tell you something. A lot of when it looks like they try harder. No, it's that in the NFL, people they make it look easy.
Yeah,
they make it look easy, and
yeah,
we got some good football this weekend, guys. We got some very good games.
Yeah, when they say that.
Like, are you stupid?
Oh, the pro don't look like it. Go watch them. Go out there and watch them play.
And I tell you what, take two high-definition screens. Put on one screen. I don't care. You can take the best college game of the year. Put that on one screen. And then put on the other screen two mediocre teams in the NFL. And watch the line when the ball is snapped. Just watch the line and how much faster they are in the NFL. That's all you got to do. Just watch the line.
Why don't all these college people go pro? Why do they get cut?
Yeah, really, huh?
You know? But anyway, go ahead there, LAINE.
Okay, let's, and we love the college game. We just rather the NFL game.
Yeah.
All right, we got some big games this weekend, and let's talk about them as soon as I cue the band from ESPN that we like to play during our NFL scores, and a lot of people have said they liked it. It gives it a good football feel.
Right.
So here we go. We have the Colts and the Jags. They played last night. Colts get the job done, 27-10. Andrew Luck actually ran 2 touchdowns in that. Ran.
I've seen that. Didn't get to watch the game, but I've seen that.
They moved to 6-3 on the year, Dad. 6-3.
Unbelievable.
Nobody thought that they were going to be this good. You know.
Oh, I did.
All right. Giants, Bengals. Nobody did. They're the biggest surprise of the year. Giants, Bengals in Cincinnati. The Giants have came off of a big loss. Excuse me. To Pittsburgh last week. Will the Giants go into Cincinnati and get the job done, Dad?
Oh yeah.
They'll find a way to get it done. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I agree, and
that won't even be a question.
They'll find a way to get it done. Giants are favored by 4 points. But you know the NFL, we get these weird point spreads, and this is one. They're getting 4 points here. You'll never see a 4-point spread in college. It's very rare.
4 points.
You get you get a lot of them in the NFL. Right. I think this is going to be a closer game than people think. Well, actually, no, they do predict it's going to be a close game. But I think the Giants find a way to cover that spread and win by a touchdown and a field goal, 10 points. New York.
Oh yeah, it might depend how they show up. Like Eli, now he's gonna be, he's on his game. So yeah.
All All right. I don't really care about this game, but we'll talk about it anyway. Titans, Dolphins. You got Ryan Tannehill. They're playing good ball. You got Reggie Bush. He's got 500 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground. I think they'll get the job done against the Titans. What about you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll take care of them.
All right. Then we got a big game in the NFC North Division between the Lions and the Vikings. Huge game for both teams. Both teams need the win. It's in Minnesota. Detroit's been winning football games. I like Detroit and Minnesota, Dad. Who do you like?
I figured Miami. I thought Miami might come out on that one.
No. Detroit, Minnesota.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Just the phone just broke up. Detroit's gonna pull it out.
Okay, good job. Okay.
Yeah.
Bills.
Can you hear me, Lane? It just
Yeah.
the phone making so much noise. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna try to switch phones here.
As we wait for Coyote, let's see what he can give us.
Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Perfect. We never had any problems hearing you. I think it's just on your end.
Right. Now the Detroit and Minnesota game. Okay, I figure Detroit will pull it out. But they said something about the Minnesota game. They said something about they won't have Marcus. Mark won't be playing.
You talking about Harvin? Percy Harvin won't play.
Yeah,
for Minnesota,
I heard that on the radio. I'm trying to remember.
You're right.
Someone won't be playing.
Percy Harvin will probably be out, and that hurts me because he's on my fantasy team. He is leading. He's leading the league this year in catches, Dad. All right.
He's good.
Very good. Played for Florida. He played his college ball in Florida. Not only is he a receiver, but he runs the ball out of the backfield as well.
I was going to say that. He played for Florida, but go ahead.
Bills, Patriots. Patriots get that done. Do you disagree? In New England. Probably the game. All right.
Yeah.
By the way, the next game on the list is the Saints game, but we're going to wait till last to preview that. Chargers, Buccaneers. That is a big one. 12 o'clock game on CBS in Tampa Bay. Both teams 4-4. Who do you like? I tell you what, this is a toss-up of a game.
The Bucs been playing some ball.
They have. They're favored in this game.
The Bucs been playing. I want them to lose, but you know how that goes. But the Bucs been playing ball. Oh yeah, Bucs will pull that out. Oh, yeah.
Like the Bucs, and
I'll
say I'm gonna go against you on this one. I'm gonna go against you and say San Diego somehow finds a way to get it done, and I hope they do. But this is gonna be a good game. Very, very good game. Now here's another good, sexy matchup. Peyton Manning and the Broncos go to Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers in Carolina, Dad. What do you see in this one?
you. Nah, it's just Denver's gonna take care of that. Denver's gonna take care of that. Oh yeah.
I agree. Denver finds a way to win the game. Raiders, Ravens in Baltimore. Ravens 6-2, Raiders 3-5. Dad, who you liking this one?
I'll give it to the Ravens. They got a good defense.
Good job. I'll take the Ravens as well. All right, now here is a big one. When East Coast teams have to travel all the way to Seattle across the country, they've struggled. The New York football Jets have to go to Seattle in a 3 o'clock game in a must-win. Rex Ryan has already said that he thinks they're going to win. Huge game. If they lose, they're pretty much out in a way. Who do you like in this one? Jets, Seahawks. Seahawks are 5-4 on the year.
I won't, as much as I hate Seattle, because I want Seattle to win.
And I think they will. And guess what? Seattle, Dad, is 4-0 at home.
Yep.
All right.
As much as I don't like Carolina, I want let them pull it out, because I like to see the Jets in a bind.
You get the Rams and the 49ers. I like the 49ers in that one. Who do you like?
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, 49ers.
All right. Now, here's the day. Here's your 3 o'clock weekly game of the year. You know, we always have the big 3 o'clock game every week.
Yep.
Dallas, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
This is an elimination game, pretty much. Both teams are 3-5. Whoever loses, for all extensive purposes, is done. Who do you like in this one? Philadelphia has all these problems. We got to see that Monday night. Dallas has all these problems. The game takes place in Philadelphia. This is going to be a big one, Dad. Who do you like?
I like to see Philadelphia pull it out.
I would too.
I don't like Dallas. I like to see Philadelphia pull it out. I like to see old Michael Vick pull it out.
I would too. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to agree with you.
Poor fella. You know, he took a beating last week.
He got his ass. They said that he gets hit 18 to 20 times a game. A quarterback can't get hit that many times.
He can't handle that. You know, used to he could handle all that.
Not 20 hits
he can't. Well, he took a beating.
Dallas keeps coming up short every week. And I think, and by the way, Philly has played well inside the division. I think Philly finds a way to get it done as well. The big Sunday night game, huge game, Texans-Bears, Sunday night football. Both teams only one loss, Dad, and both of their losses were from the Green Bay Packers. Texans 3-0 away. Bears are 4-0 at home. This is going to be a very good, sexy matchup.
That's going to be a how you say that, a bloodbath?
That's going to be a goddamn bloodbath. Yeah.
That's going to be a good game right there. That Houston at Chicago, yeah. I like to see Houston pull it out.
I would too.
I like to see him pull it out.
I tell you what, I'm going to go with you. I like Houston in this game.
Yeah. I like to see him pull it out. I don't like Chicago.
And here is your Monday night, yearly Monday night. We have at least 1 to 2 Monday night games that are terrible. They're throwaway games. Chiefs, Steelers. Chiefs are the worst team in football. Steelers have been playing some of the best football. Clearly the Steelers are going to win this game, right? They're not going to blow it, are they?
Pittsburgh Rottenberg going to pull it out. Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it. Now.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and cut the music off and get serious. Because we got a game that takes place in New Orleans at 12 o'clock between Atlanta and New Orleans, Dad. Atlanta is favored only by 1 point, believe it or not.
I don't understand that.
Saints are getting a lot of love.
I don't understand that.
And you know what? Everybody is pounding Atlanta. Everybody is betting the hell out of Atlanta. That's why a lot of people think, watch out for the Saints this week. Watch out for the Saints. Saints win this game.
I'd love to see the Saints pull this out. God.
We all
They have nothing to lose. Saints got we got a lot to gain. But we've got to – you don't know what they're going to do over there. If it be a night game, I'd be more excited.
It's a big – you're going to get the second big Fox team. You're going to get Moose Johnson, Kenny, and the big Saragusa from the sidelines.
Right.
We'll get a good crew on that game.
That's going to be a good game, man. Well, we hope it's going to be a good – it can either be a good game or disaster.
Right now, let's look at the injury report. I haven't looked at it all week for the Saints.
I didn't either.
Let's see where we're going to be at when it comes to Sproles. Let's see. Which that means they would activate Ivory again.
Need you?
Yeah, which is
Ivory's
good.
been playing some good ball.
Basically, this is what's going to have to happen. Not only we're going to have to be unstoppable in offense, which, by the way, Atlanta doesn't have a bad defense. Breeze will at least throw a pick. I'm telling you now. Go ahead and put it in the bank. Breeze is going to throw at least one pick in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Listen right now, people.
I'm worried about our defense, Lane.
Our defense is going to get smoked. I'm telling you that now. Go ahead and give it up.
If we get smoked, it's going to be ugly. We got to show up on defense.
We're not going to. I'm telling you, we're going to give up yards. Our only chance is to do like we did with Philly. Get sacks on big plays and force turnovers. That is our.
You ain't gonna get to him like that, like you did to Vic.
No.
No. You ain't gonna get to Matt Ryan like that. Oh no.
Well, listen to this.
Nope.
Herm Edwards and Mark Schlereth. Big, Herm Edwards, coach for the Jets.
Yeah.
Both picked the Saints to win Sunday. Both.
Wow.
Both picked the Saints. That's big.
Wow. Huh. Well, Atlanta's due for a loss. You know that. And I hope we give it to them. But there's one thing y'all got to worry about, people. Everybody got to worry about one thing, and you heard it from me. Last year, we ran the score up. That's what I'm scared of.
That Monday night game?
That Monday night game, we ran the score off. We never took Breeze out the game, and they didn't forget it. Y'all heard it from me.
And you remember something else about the game? That was the night that Breeze broke Johnny Unitas' passing record as well.
That's right. That's what I'm scared of, my boy. That's what I'm scared of, that they're going to come back and put that on us.
But keep in mind, this is the Saints' biggest rival. This is our. Yep. We go back with this team back when we used to play in the NFC West. You remember that, Dad?
Oh, yeah.
With the Rams and the 49ers. And,
yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. We don't pick the Saints games because we don't like to jinx them. We tell you what they need to do to win.
Yeah. We don't never pick or put anything on the Saints. I don't never do that.
We go back with this team for years. You know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The Saints could lose the rest of their games, and we're still going to be talking about them every week. We're still going to be watching them every week. But I want this team to make the playoffs. I know it's crazy as it sounds. It's not even about the playoffs. I just want this team to be alive every week. People, if you go look at that schedule, it's not going to get any easier. We still got the Giants. We still got the 49ers. I mean, it's still loaded.
Yeah.
And we got to play Atlanta twice. So keep that in mind. Run the ball, Saints. Run the damn ball on offense.
They're going to have to run the ball, Lane.
Run the ball. Keep the ball as much out of Drew Brees' hands as possible.
That's right. You're going to have to.
That's going to be the key, I think. One of the keys. And like I said,
Pierre Thomas is going to have a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Ingram going to have a good game. Look,
and we're going to need. And you know who we're going to need?
They're going to have again, their A game to beat them.
And we're going to need some help.
It all got to click on all the cylinders.
Exactly. And we're going to need some help from Atlanta, too. You know.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be one of them games.
Yep.
Right off bat, Jimmy Graham, too. He's going to have to make big. Everybody's going to have to step up. Let's just go ahead and say it. Holston. Everybody.
Anderson. I could go down the line and name everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have to be a huge with everybody to play.
Team effort. And that's what it's going to involve, you know. And
what saves us is we playing home.
Yep, playing home, and we got a little momentum. Keep in mind, the Saints have won 3 of their last 4 games.
That's right.
Keep that in mind. They have won 3. The only bad was that Shabaka, whatever you want to say. That dogging that we took in Denver. But minus
that was horrible.
We've played decent football. We've gotten a little bit of help from some teams, but we know what it takes to be a winning team, and this has not been a pretty team that we've seen. But people, I've seen some good things last week from Spagnolia. I've seen some good things on both sides of the ball that really make me feel like if Sean Payton was here, I know I don't want to go into this, but if Sean Payton was here, I think this team would be a little bit better. But he's not, so.
Yep.
We got to do what we. We got to do what we can with what we have, you know.
Yeah.
So.
I think they're gonna show up, Lane. I think they're gonna show up on this one. I really. It's a funny thing. I hate to say it. I wish they'd be playing at night at the Dome. We always shine.
I wish we were on primetime TV.
They like to shine, but you know it was a short week.
Both teams really have. If you think about it, both teams kind of had short weeks because Atlanta played Sunday night and we played Monday. So
that's right. And you know what? The Saints might pull it out and give it all they got and say, you know what? We stopped the Falcons. That would be huge, wouldn't it?
Huge win. Huge win. And guess what? We match up well with Atlanta. We do. But Atlanta's playing good ball on both sides, and I tell you what. The right things are going to have to happen. We're going to have to play way better than we did against Philly. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah.
But guys, you have any more to contribute to this game, Dad?
No, Lane. I just want to appreciate everybody listening tonight on a Friday night. We had a good show.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, Lane, for the invite.
No, I mean, ain't no invite.
I always say that. I know. I like to say that for you to tell me that. But I had a good time. Watch the game tomorrow night. Got the big LSU game.
I'm excited. We got LSU Saturday night, Saints Sunday. And hey, if you ain't got nothing going on, Saturday, 11:20, your local SEC network will televise Florida and UL Lafayette. So tune in there as well. 2:30, Alabama A&M. That'll be fun to watch as well.
Guys, real quick, I like the way the media went interview again. Henderson with the Saints about the bluegrass miracle. They interviewed him yesterday. It was on the
oh, really?
Yeah, he started laughing about it. You know, it's the 10th anniversary. But anyway, you know how people do. And he said he's ready to play Atlanta. That was the exact words.
Well, I hope they are, man. We got us a big one Sunday. I can't wait. Big weekend of football, ready to roll. Hornets play tonight, 7 o'clock, which they already tipped off. You got college football going on tonight. You got a bunch of college basketball. You got NBA. Everything's going on. But guess what? We continue the college football tomorrow, NFL Sunday. And we'll get with y'all either Monday night or Tuesday night. We'll be with y'all. One of those nights. Probably Monday night we'll be back with y'all. We thank everybody for listening. Dad, this is the #1 father and son show, sports show in the country. What is the name of this station?
Cajun Sports Radio.
And we thank y'all for listening. And
thank y'all for listening.
Have a great weekend, and we'll be back with y'all Monday. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Smell the gumbo? You're listening to Cajun Sports Radio, hosted by the Cajun himself, LAINE.